Hey folks, Snuff is here. We have back-to-back Fury of Dracula. I played on back-to-back days. I played a game yesterday versus Scotsword. That was recorded and is now on my YouTube. And today I'm going to play a game with Arukimania as Hunters versus Rtowin. This is week 5 of the Continental Cup tournament. We'll see how it all goes. Um, I will pause this video just to get things situated with them, but um, I will thank them I will pause this and then come on back to this once we are all ready to go. Should just be a minute or two. See you momentarily. Okay. Hello, Aruk.
Hello, Snuff.
Thank you so much for making this happen. This is going to make my life a lot easier.
Yeah,
Let's
well, I'm
see.
glad we could accommodate you.
Yep. I'm just going to get the lobby going and we'll get going when Arch is ready.
Sounds great. Oh, my rice is done.
Your rice? For a second, I thought you said your race.
No, my rice that I'm cooking. I have a
Very
rice
good.
cooker, so it's just been going in the background.
Very good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so what did we do last time? We did good Dalming and Helsing for me. Is that right?
Yep. Yep. It was that I had John Seward and I had Mina Harker, and I then we did the Scott Sword start.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. We'll jump into this game. Here we go. All right. Let's double check all these house rules. We've got Dark Call draws event cards and slide the trail before moving. That looks good. We'll
All right.
take.
And R2's here. Welcome, R2.
Sorry, give me 1 minute.
No
And the
problem.
Sure.
audio some stuff.
Oh, um, so we've all been on stream. I thought I had paused it, but I'm not very tech savvy. So I apologize. You've all been on stream this whole time.
Oh no.
Uh, maybe the pause button only stops recording, not pauses the stream.
I have no idea. I've never tried to manage a stream that way.
Yeah.
Well, now the whole world knows that I'm going to have rice at some point. It just finished cooking.
My apologies. Uh,
It's fine.
yeah.
Yep, hi. My audio should be working now.
Although, given
Yeah,
your
you sound good to
history,
me.
yeah, given your history with Japan, I have to imagine folks had assumed that you have at least some affinity for rice. I don't know how you would have survived living in Japan without that.
There was like the very last period where I was living at the place in Japan where I was staying for my time abroad on the JET program. I decided to try a no carb diet, and boy, did that blow people's minds. I would go to restaurants, and even though they would like have dishes that you could order without rice, the servers would come out and be like, "Are you sure you're having enough to eat? Because you're not getting any rice." Like,
Ordering
I did that
only
on purpose.
sashimi, just sashimi.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Any dark secrets you want to reveal to the world, are to win?
No, I'm all good on dark secrets. Let me check how my audio. So could one of you say something again?
sure. Um,
I'll say.
Uh, red leather, yellow leather. Uh, the lips, the
Oh,
teeth, the tip of the tongue. Split the split soup, please.
frick. My audio is not coming through to OBS. Why is it not coming through to OBS?
Oh boy.
Uh, uh,
It's coming. Your voice is coming through on my stream.
yeah, yeah. But
Rtowin's OBS is not picking it up. If it's not one tech difficulty, it's another.
yes, I'm not. I'm like my recording's getting my audio, but not your audio. Uh, maybe try now.
All right, trying again.
Nope. Oh dear, 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 dear. What is wrong? Um, anyone got great knowledge of OBS? No, hold on. Why? Just restart OBS and see if it fixes it.
Sadly, I can't offer any guidance.
While you do that, hi Determinator. Appreciate you watching this. We will get to the game eventually.
Uh, right. We're just gonna. My recording won't have your guys' audio in it. That'll be fine. Good stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good
Well,
to go.
maybe people can line up the streams.
Yes, that would take more knowledge than I have. But if you're good to go, I'm good to go.
All right.
GLHF. I'm gonna stop paying attention to my stream. So, Determinator, catch you later, and thanks again for watching. All right, Vienna,
Madrid,
London.
Vienna.
Boom, boom.
Okay, Scott sort starts. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute myself. Don't mind me while I think this through.
Sure.
Yada yada.
Well, to fill a little time, had an exciting game yesterday versus Scott Sword. That was a good one.
Ooh, I haven't had time to watch it yet. I've seen both perspectives are up, but I haven't had the opportunity to go through and check out the videos.
Okay. Then I won't spoil it, but it was a very competitive game.
Ooh,
Yeah,
those are the best.
some gripping stuff. And kudos to Scottsford for playing in not quite the middle of the night, but close to the mid early portion of night with while trying to get a baby to sleep. It's very impressive.
Very impressive.
Yep, yep. So I don't know what you're thinking, Aruk, but do we supply first? Do we move first? Maybe just pass? Such a tricky call.
Yeah, these are the decisions you have to make when you're thinking very hard about what to do in the early part of the game as hunters. We can talk about how there's the new announcement of the next edition of the game, where you can have a quick play start where they try and cut out this
Uh,
early period of just getting ready, and they're just like, well, just randomly distribute some stuff,
That's actually
come up
not a
with a
bad idea.
scenario in which people have done things, and then you can take things from there.
Yeah, that's honestly not a bad idea. Just have the hunters randomly draw some items for. I've not paid attention to the details of the new fifth edition as much as others have, but I'm quite excited about it. And if the quick play involves just starting with items, I think that's a great idea. You'd obviously
Well,
have
it's not just
to.
items. If I don't remember exactly, but I think people were talking about like you can throw out events. Dracula gets a certain number of events, so that's sort of another fun wrinkle. Um, yeah, I don't remember the specifics, but it sounds like it's a very uh, interesting way to do an alternative start, and it sort of presumes like a like guidebook sort of approach from the earlier edition. I think it's fourth, where they have that part of the rule book where it's like, hey, we advise you to um, move during the day, and then Strider says this. I don't know how 100% accurate it is to the rule book, but the implication being that you should be supplying at night, which, if you're an experienced meta-based player, you will avoid supplying by at night as much as possible. But
Hmm.
interesting way to give Drac some events, because I know that people have talked about using that as a potential balancing thing.
Yeah, if the instructions are, if those instructions are retained in the new edition, I'd be a little surprised and a little disappointed, since it just really doesn't work. I feel the game is so much better when we play it the way we play. Um, I'm not, and I've seen some people do like actually use the rail lines intentionally, like Little. I remember like Little Three was in the community before my time, and he played in the first tournament, and then like randomly, maybe like a year ago, he came back and played some casual games, and I played him a couple of times, and it was a lot of fun because he uses the rail lines, he doesn't do the fast horses start, but he didn't go
Hmm.
around supplying at night. Like,
Yeah.
that I don't know if there's any justification for doing that, at least not as a matter of course.
Yeah. Now you notice we all said where we started, and here Rtowin is keeping it a secret.
Yes, very secretive of me.
The rules do say all communication is public, and if you're isn't putting a card down a form of communication? It's
No,
a symbolic message.
I don't think so. I think you're stretching the idea there.
Uh,
Oh, the back
oh,
and forth that we had in the community about that issue.
wait, would you like Lord Godalming to trade with
Yeah, I'm
Mina?
trying to trade with Godalming for Mina. I'll take your tickets.
Oh,
We can be. We don't need to be secretive. I don't know how you feel about it, but we can if
uh,
you want.
so this is interesting. I don't think there's a benefit to you doing that right now,
Ooh.
because Godalming did not draw a white one. So it doesn't. I'm gonna throw away. Either of us would throw away that ticket anyway.
I feel like it's just a little bit more efficient to get the tickets spread out this way, since Godalming starts with two no matter what, and you get just a slight bit faster. But whatever, it
It,
doesn't really matter. You can
well,
decline if you want.
I wonder if I decline, would you still have the opportunity to do something else? Would you have the opportunity to take a ticket?
Yeah. If Snuff declines, then you can choose a different action if you want to.
Oh, interesting. I've learned something new.
Yeah, now I know something else about the game. I will
That's
take a
crazy.
ticket of my own then, rather than one of yours.
All right. And if you drew a white one, well, I guess you would just keep it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I just there's a you could communicate via oh no, it doesn't work. Yes, it does work. There we are. We can pass an arbitrary binary number between two players by repeatedly asking if they want to trade. Uh, Obviously, we can only answer no, otherwise it stops. But that just gives us we can count, right? So then we can get a binary number. So then we can get an arbitrary long expression to pass to our partner.
Are you proposing
Now
you
that would
make?
be quite a method of communication.
Uh,
Yeah, it might be here for next year. Let's not do that.
that is
Um,
galaxy brained.
Yeah, you can tell we're dealing with a world champion.
Speaking of, there is no hiding the ball with me. I don't want. There's always an extra kind of desire to win against someone who hasn't lost yet in the tournament. So I really want to make something happen here. I'm sure
Well,
you gotta get
I,
revved up.
as far as as far as I'm concerned, Snuff, the team of you and me has never been defeated either. So
Good
Yeah,
point.
we're
I
both
was
Good
trying.
undefeated.
point.
I was trying to think this through yesterday, but from the American side, there's no one who's undefeated still.
Um,
Like there's no bounties for me to try and collect anymore.
I don't.
Every bounty has been claimed.
Uh, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not. I have very little concept of the results. I just follow the table when they come out. But you're probably right.
Because Random has lost, Snuff's lost, Fangs has
Yeah.
lost, Aruk has lost. Uh, I'm missing people.
I got
Uh,
one spoiler win in what was it, the last league? I think it was the last league. That was very satisfying. Really want to do that again. Let's see. Let's see if that can be done.
That'd
Motivation.
be great.
All right.
Yeah, but I do. There was Strider was going back and forth every now and then, just being like, "Aruk is 100%," and I had only played in team games, and I kept saying, "It's like, no, you don't understand. It's not me. It's the team. It's me and this other person."
Well, I mean, me and Michael Jordan combined have won how many NBA championships? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to conceptualize, really.
Hmm. So I still have not drawn a white one, so I still don't need to trade with Mina unless for some reason Mina has two white ones. And even then, it might be better to let Godalming keep ticketing. Unless you have a reason to trade an item or something, or unless
Okay,
you have two white ones.
it
I mean,
is it is currently Dracula's turn. I don't know how much you want to talk about things on his turn, or if you want to wait till after. I don't think anything we've said thus far is super consequential, but
yeah, I don't think the ticket info. I think we kind of have to let Drac know the ticket info. It is
I
kind of
mean,
nice to keep it from him.
he's gonna find out anyway. Yeah, John Stewart has a white one and Mina has a white one, but none.
Okay, that's
That's it
good.
so far.
That's encouraging to me.
Yep.
So let's toss. I guess this and this. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's nice.
I tend to like the ally ability, but particularly if you have a surprising return, it can be good to search. Um,
Okay.
just I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, she's a great ally.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
don't know what you're talking about.
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome on board, Aggie.
We got the fifth
She's a
hunter enlisted.
very weak ally. Definitely the weakest. No,
Well, maybe she will
no
be.
reason to
Well,
have her.
I mean, Johnny Hark is going to become a playable character, so
Hmm.
That's right.
he's got more powers of persuasion than she does. Getting the big promotion. Um, yeah. Okay. Spencer Wolfhard is here. What up?
There was 4 tickets between all four of you. No, 5 tickets, I guess, at Arukimania. I guess your ticket economy is struggling. Either that, or I suppose you really want tickets and there's no events to trade.
Really, we're just fans of trains. Vampires don't like them, so don't have to worry about being overheard or followed.
We're not misdirecting the start location, which is
Nope.
interesting.
Always an interesting move. People have been saying the initial misdirect has sort of fallen out of the meta.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, there's always been some divide.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Let's toss. Oh, whoop, nope, not toss that.
Yeah, toss the horse, go on. You don't need it.
Uh,
You've got 2 legs. And train tickets, I heard.
let's toss this, I guess.
That's probably a wider decision than tossing the horse.
Lord Godalming, animal lover.
So,
Well, let's just do this immediately.
oh, fantastic.
Oh, look
Good.
at that.
Best. Good stuff. Does that mean I should start moving?
No, you guys stay in that half of the board, and I'll stay in this part of the board, and we can all just live happily ever after.
I kind of think.
The peace offer of Dracula.
I kind of think Helsing should move now.
Yeah,
Because he's gonna
I
have to
think
do it
so.
eventually. And uh, yeah, why not? Then the question becomes for the ones in the east. Do we start moving sooner than planned or keep on supplying? Probably, we'll see.
As I said, I'm willing to offer a truce if no one comes, further east than 58.
Well, if you just call it a draw, you would no longer be I guess you would still be undefeated, but you would no longer have a flawless win record. So, sort of.
No, no, no. I wasn't really thinking of, the game outcome being a draw. Just, you guys can supply a bunch in the west, and I'll get a bunch of influence in the east, and then at the end of the game, we'll be like, oh, look, Dracula won.
So
Call it a good game.
now I do feel like we could trade, but
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
it's not critical. Um, hmm.
I can trade with Mina. I don't know how you feel about your tickets.
Okay, let's trade. Sure. Yeah, let's trade, and then you can scan after this.
Okay.
Okay. This is this is good. I think we trade like this, and maybe. Uh, actually, I guess maybe that. You know, I don't think we need a meeting, but I feel like there's a lot of different ways we could do this. If you think you
Yeah.
should keep a different item, I think there are good arguments for keeping other items. I mean, let me know if you don't like this. I'd perfectly defer to a different approach on this if you'd like something else.
Yeah. I'm okay with what I'm seeing. I will accept the trade.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Harker. Yeah, let's get a ticket.
Yeah. All right. And if Mina could scan, I think that would be helpful to us.
Yep, I will definitely scan.
Okay.
Not in Austro-Hungary.
Doesn't tell us a ton, but it tells us something.
Yep.
Okay. What to do? I think he will supply again.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I'm glad to see you considering my peace offer.
Yeah, so peaceful. I love peace. My favorite thing in the world. So if Seward has drawn a horse, I think you may as well just move towards the action. If he hasn't, and you have a 3-2, you could move to Paris for some more efficient supplying once Helsing gets there.
Yeah, I was thinking about moving to Paris either this turn or the next anyway, so
Yeah.
I will do that now.
Okay. Sounds good. Right. So now I think Mina might want to start moving,
I
at
agree.
least to kind of. So mm, I think Klausenberg makes sense, but there's a little risk in that he could have been hiding in Galatz just now. Obviously, Szeged is perfectly safe if you wanted to go that route. Sarajevo is, I would
Let's
say,
see
probably.
what I roll here. Okay, I did roll a 2.
Okay. Sarajevo could potentially be annoying to him because he might have wanted to move there. Um, but I don't know. I would be open. I'd be cool with it if you went to Szeged or Klausenberg, depending on your level of confidence.
Okay. Well, we know that as of the scan, which was one move ago, he wasn't in Austro-Hungary. So I feel like Klausenberg might be a little risky. So let's try Szeged.
Okay.
Oh, I couldn't see the map properly. It would have been potentially okay. Whatever. This is what you get for playing with me.
So next, I will take a ticket. Okay.
All right, Seward's going to replenish his ticket. Very nice.
All right. Time for a trade. I think Mina needs a trade.
I think you're probably right.
And I think I think since he's already seen Lucky Find, there's not much reason to take that. Well, I mean, it could be useful on someone else, but I mean, I'm inclined to keep
Yeah.
Lucky Find on Mina, and then
Yeah, I agree.
for the other ones, I think maybe this is another one where I think reasonable minds could differ about the best.
Opinions. Yeah,
Opinions on
opinions
it.
may differ.
Uh, look around real quick. I think for now, maybe we do this.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
I'm gonna do a counter proposal. You can tell me what you think.
yeah. And maybe we should hop into a separate discussion. There is. Why don't we hop into the two-person VC real quick?
Okay. All right.
All right. See you in a sec,
So
R2.
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
that's fine.
Hey,
Oh.
yeah, this is tough. The Godalming has planned ambush and has Lucy, so he doesn't really need
Oh,
another protective thing, but
I see.
he does not have a horse. Um,
Right.
honestly, yeah, there's so many reasonable ways we could do this. Uh, it would eventually be a good idea to give him heroic leap because he has so much health. Um,
Yeah. I was just thinking Van Helsing can hold on to it, and that way, if something bad does happen to Mina, we haven't lost a much more valuable card.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I just was thinking, and at some point, Mina might need to supply again because she gets spied, and then you don't want to be dealing with having three events if that happens. But if Mina lands
Right.
on, we don't have any stakes in the East, so if Mina lands
Yeah.
on a Reckless, she could kill it with the heroic leap, and then still have the escape route for protection. So I kind of like it for that
That's
reason.
true.
We could give her both of those and then take Lucky Find off of her, and then move Lucky
Mm-hmm.
Find down to someone else like Godalming who might draw a horse with it.
Yep.
Um, but I mean, Godalming's probably not going to move until he draws the horse.
True.
So and we could show escape route, but it's hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can. I think you've talked me into the original trade. If you want to repropose it,
Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to be
I've got
mindful.
nothing. I've got nothing special for events, by the way. Seward has not been drawing gangbusters or anything.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. We'll have to keep working on that.
All right. I will accept the trade.
Okay. And we will head on back. All right, we're back.
Hello.
All right. Play resumes as before. Let's see. Mina is just going to pass.
Then they chuck the white ones back into the pool.
Oh, I forgot to do that. How did that slip my mind?
Um, discard this and that, I guess. Okay.
Right, so we're just going to supply. Okay.
Housing will move. Now, do you want to try to horse to Bucharest or rail there to be sure, or do you want to
I
not go to
think we've
Bucharest?
we've got enough time potentially on the clock that I can see if I can horse to Bucharest.
Okay, makes sense. Keep our horse eco a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's find out about Klausenberg
Yeah, I like that
after all
plan.
that discussion last turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, nothing.
Okay. I'm not too surprised by that, but so okay. Uh, I no don't need a ticket, so I'm gonna just pass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how your tickets are looking. If you want to trade, you can, or if you want a ticket, that's also fine.
I'm curious about trading just to see what Van Helsing has here.
Okay. Let's hop into another room again.
Oh boy, we're being very secretive this time.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I didn't unpause my recording after the last trade. It's fine. All good. All good.
okay. So yeah, you've got absolutely nothing in Seward's hand.
Yeah,
I will of
I've got
course give you
garbage.
the bullets, and it makes sense because Ganami has been drawing weapon after weapon after weapon. So I'll of course give you the rifle and bullets, or you can
Yep.
take them rather, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
probably take the holy circle maybe. Up to you. If you want the dogs, you have the dogs. Um, on a broader note, Godalming just drew a horse, so he can start moving.
Okay, that's
Um,
good.
maybe he can move to Sarajevo and see if we jump him, and if so, we could maybe take a 2v1 because you and Mina and he both have such good weapons and combat events. I mean, I guess Mina doesn't have a true combat event, but protective stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We could think about doing that. I'm a
Yeah,
little. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm okay with risking that. I feel like we sort of have to take risks. Let me just propose the trade here so you see what I'm thinking,
Yeah,
and then we can continue our conference.
it's fine. Yeah, let's keep talking before I accept. I
Yep.
think there's a couple possibilities about what this Bucharest is. I feel like if it was a
Mm-hmm.
hoax, he would want it as far away as possible, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Bucharest is like it's either a bats into double vamp and he's trying to kill you,
Mm-hmm.
in which case it's good that you have the escape route and the heroic leap.
Heroic leap.
If it
Yeah.
is a reckless vamp fighter as the non-hide card, you could then just kill it with heroic leap and then escape the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it could also just be trash. It could also just be damaging stuff because he had a bad hand and he wants to
Yep.
delay us a little bit, um, which would also be okay in my opinion if that's what it was. You could just deal with that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think if I move to Sarajevo, we can kind of decide whether we want to deal with Bucharest or ignore it. Um,
Yeah, that works for me.
and if it is
If you
at
want to,
yeah,
yeah, if you want to open with that, and it doesn't hurt to have Godalming moving that way anyway. And because of that trade, I feel relatively okay risking clearing the trail with Mina if he's not there, and if he is, then we'll take what damage we can get.
yeah, maybe we. I mean, there's probably an argument for just ignoring the trail, period, because it's four influence wouldn't hurt us too much, and
Yeah.
it's probably not a hoax. I don't know. There might be. We can think about it more as we go, but just kind of keep in the back of your mind. Maybe it makes sense to not clear the trail. Um,
Okay.
we'll see how it goes after I move to hopefully Sarajevo.
All right. Let's find out.
Oh, I'll accept.
Yep. All right. Switching back.
We are
Okay.
back.
Are you recording properly?
Yes, well,
All right.
now.
Then we should be good.
Now that we have traded, I guess it makes sense for me to take it at this point. Um, uh,
All right. Mina doesn't need to do anything tonight.
Oh, those white ones, you need to go back. Oh, you keep
I
forgetting.
forgot again. Here come the layers. Mm-hmm.
hmm. He returns to a lair. So
Yep.
that tells us something. So,
He's one away from Bucharest,
and he's not in
and he's not in
Galatz.
Klausenberg.
He's not in Galatz. So let's think about which way he could have gone. Did he go east from Bucharest and make a loop that way? Is that even possible? Or did he make a loop? Or sorry, did he start in Constanta and make a no? Start in. I guess that's not possible, is it? Did he have to go west first? So
Well, he never, as far the two moves after Bucharest, we know were not into Austro-Hungary.
the
He
two
might have
moves.
then, yeah, the two moves after Bucharest. The second one, I took a note. So the two moves from Bucharest, he was not in Austro-Hungary because that's when we did the scan with Mina.
I see.
Starting with the third one, which is the one just before the rumor take token, he might have gone into Austria-Hungary, but we know it was not Szeged because that's where Mina moved, and we know it's not Klausenberg because that's where she is now.
Right. So would the move have been?
And he needed to get one away from Bucharest again in order to return to that lair.
Are we thinking he started in Sofia and then made a loop to Bucharest and then a loop around west? That might be the play.
So it would be if it was Sofia to Bucharest to where? Galatz?
Did you
That
say?
would
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say that two after Bucharest was the scan, or was it two
yeah.
between and then the third was the scan?
I'm pretty sure it was. I have it listed as two from Bucharest,
Okay.
which means I think the second location there. So if we look at Bucharest, one and then two, that second one I think is when we scanned. And I remember sort of trying to reason out based off of that because the next night he then placed the third encounter, and that's when Mina moved to Szeged.
Got it. So maybe then the start was so Constanto start, Bucharest, one move
Sofia.
away. Uh, I was gonna say Belgrade after Bucharest, then
Well,
Sofia,
I don't think it was Belgrade because if it was, well, yeah, it might have been Belgrade and then back to Sofia. You're right.
right?
Yeah, Belgrade then back to Sofia,
And then
and then Varna,
Varna,
Constanta.
but then he would have hid. Oh no, he would have hidden Sofia, and then
Yeah.
Varna, and then now he's in a Constanta lair.
Yep.
Um, okay, that does make me think are earlier thinking about it. Okay. Let me. How do we handle that then?
That's the question.
Um, well, I guess I may as well supply with Helsing. Or, wait, I'm lost. Oh,
It'll
I'm
be
sorry.
I'm
down.
waiting on.
Sorry. We're waiting on me to choose a Dawn card. My bad.
Yeah, I'm waiting on dawn prompts. Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Cool.
Obviously, it was the perfect opportunity for a new vigor. I'm surprised you didn't take it.
Of course,
It's a joke,
naturally.
by the way.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. So, under this circumstance, what do we do? Um, maybe the play here is to not go to Bucharest.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that myself.
Yeah, yeah, and just stay close. Um, mm, yeah, I think we maybe just kind of hover in that area. And I maybe, I think I should go to either Klausenberg with you or Sajed. Probably Klausenberg.
Okay. Let's see. What does Seward want to do? Seward, I think, wants to supply. Oh, great. Seward has an event now. Hooray!
How about that? Who'd have thunk it?
He just kept drawing Drac events the whole time.
Now this is the tricky part. What does Mina do?
Yeah, that is the tricky part. It feels bad to just let something mature, but if that's a bats,
I almost wonder if you want to go to Constanta. I think it might put him in an odd position.
hmm,
Just like think about it and think about
just
what
straight to Constanta.
think about like what could happen there and what the like what he would do next after that.
Yeah. Well, I like it better than just doing nothing or just supplying for an event.
Yeah, I mean, like yeah, your alternatives are what? Stay here, supply, go to
Yeah, so I could supply for
Bucharest.
an event, I could go to Bucharest, or I could go to Constanta, where we think he is, with two things waiting.
Yeah, or you could, I guess, go somewhere later in the trail, but yeah, there's not like an obvious thing to do.
Right. Which is how hunters make mistakes and lose the game. But that's okay. We'll figure this out. Um, I think I want to go to Bucharest just because I want to test the planning. I'm imagining a worst case scenario that I don't know if is real, and I don't know if it's best to make decisions based off of that. So I'm going to do it, and we're going to see what happens.
Okay. If it's not a bat, then that could be helpful to us.
We're going to find out right now, or very soon. Oh, how gracious.
Okay. Well, now the question becomes, since if it was a bat, it wasn't triggered, do you ignore it or search it?
Oh, I'm definitely going to search it. It's probably not the smartest move, but I have to know now. I have the ability to stop it. I got to try and stop it. Unless you feel very strongly that I shouldn't.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Seward, I think can just pass.
Um, yeah.
All right, what have we got? It was
Hoax.
a hoax.
Okay, that's fine.
We almost got bamboozled by a hoax.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we didn't go with my gut.
Yeah, that would have been bad news.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Fancy meeting you here.
I know.
This is interesting. Um, hmm. Now the fun question of what is in the lair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to take the day combat? We have Aggie, or
It's a good reminder about Aggie. Let's see what happens. Oh, I hate combat in this game. Mm-hmm.
okay.
I hate that it's part of this game. He should have just lost when he moved on to Mina. Why did I ask for this? This was a bad idea. Okay, I'm out.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, I realized damage would have been better for us, but
It's okay. I think that's perfectly reasonable to do.
Yeah, it was a pretty unfortunate combat hand, if I say so myself. Like
yeah.
in round two, I had Fangs, escape, plotting. Now, obviously, Fangs does 2 damage to me because I'm at full health and Aggie's in play.
Right. Yeah.
So I have bite myself or play
Yeah.
plotting.
So
Chose
now,
plotting.
Now the
What
question.
an incredible choice.
So I think I'd go in and see if we take the 2v1 combat here. I could go to Belgrade and try to deal with that event on the trail. That would also be a
Hmm.
reasonable thing to do, I think.
Yep.
Um,
I trust your judgment on this one.
I could see either being okay, but I
I think
think
it's
we go for the 2v1 if
I think it's
if it's not going.
unlikely it's double hoax, which I think is what I'd be most afraid of, but we'll see.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, he did use a fog.
Okay, that's unfortunate for us, but so be it.
Interesting. What does Seward do? He needs to supply more, but
Yeah, I would keep
he
supplying.
also,
Let's let's
yeah,
let's keep supplying with him and with Helsing for the time being.
and we're leaving the corridor open.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, but Dracula's in Bucharest, not trying to get to the corridor.
That we know of yet.
Yeah, but we know of, yes, I suppose. But
Yeah. Okay, so Seward has an event that should get to Van Helsing. I don't know if you want me to initiate the trade or if you should.
If it's an adventure, I think Helsing has to initiate it.
Well, we're in the same city.
yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
really? So another hunter can initiate an event trade if they're in the same
No,
city?
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
just start.
No,
I propose a trade, then you say trade events instead of trade items,
Okay.
and then we
that's
can trade
that's
events.
a look. That's not a thing.
Well,
It's not.
honestly, an item trade would also be useful. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you wanted to do that, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I've made up rules on you, Snuff, but uh,
Unless Seward needs a ticket, an item trade's fine.
all right, we'll do an item trade then.
And let's do like, oh, you propose. Um,
Right, that's right. I initiated this, and then Van Helsing can initiate the event trade. Ooh boy, I don't know what necessarily the best move is. Maybe like this. You can propose something else if you prefer.
that's fine. Um, Maybe we do this.
Okay, I will accept that trade. All right, and then you can trade events with Seward. Because that's actually how the game works.
Okay. Um, I propose that you get this, I get this. You can honestly take all of them. Or, well, maybe not. Maybe do, yeah, say you take all of them.
All right, if that's what you want, I will accept. All right, Mina can heal.
Makes sense to me.
Rest up. And we get to find out, oh, it's a lair.
Okay, I'm not too surprised by that. Question is, does he go
Yep.
to it
Yeah, you might
or
immediately
somewhere
just go
else?
to it.
He does.
Yep, Rtowin super lair.
He loves a good lair strat.
I do indeed. I do indeed.
So we know his plan is to go to a lair next if he can. Um, I think. Hmm. A lot of different ways we could play this. I could go to Sophia. I could go to. We could try to stop a move westward. He doesn't want to go westward. I think Godalming should go to Sophia, maybe
Okay.
block off that option, and
As
there.
the potential next lair in the line.
Yeah, it could be a bats on it, which
Mm-hmm.
is common for Sevilla. But if it is, um, you could always send Mina in after to still block that space.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would probably head west.
Yeah, because Mina's well known for famously being able to stop Dracula on her own,
Famously.
as we saw in Bucharest.
That's right. Probably the most exciting game of Fury of Dracula I've ever played was before I joined the community. It was just an in-person thing. And I literally watched someone play Mina and solo Dracula, like from 15 HP to nothing. It's crazy. Maybe not exactly 15, but very healthy.
I must say, I've never done that. The most I've ever got in a 1v1 is 11. But it was very game ending
Wow.
from a pretty dire position as hunters. Like Van Helsing just like blew up a heavenly host, and a crucifix into Dracula's face.
Wow.
Um, and he was like, "What? I was at full HP. Now I'm at 4. It is week 2. Okay, guess I lose."
Crazy.
Part of me also wants to supply, which might be a little odd. No, actually, I can't. I can't supply. No. Let's do. I don't know.
Just
I'm
supply the
leaning
third horse. I'm
towards.
sure it'll be fine.
I'm. I'm leaning towards Sophia, but I'm
I
not
think you should
super
do it.
sure about it.
I think you should do it.
I mean, there's.
It's going to clarify the trail and it's going to put some pressure on Drac.
Yeah, I think there's weirdly an argument for just preventing him from going westward and trying to jump over him at this point as
I mean,
well.
that's the other thing that we might want to consider is just. But if we
Maybe.
abandon the loop, see, this is like a great position for Dracula to be in because if we try and cut him off from the loop, he can cut west, and then if we try and cut him off from the west, he can continue to do loop de loops and make it even worse.
All right, I feel very unsure about this, but I'll do the I'll do this Sophia move. Um, uh, you know what I have. Do you think I should toss something, or do you think I should reveal to him?
Uh, I, the problem is I've forgotten what you have. I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to reveal my hand to him and keep my stuff.
Okay.
I guess I could trade, or I guess we could trade the lucky find instead. Um, yeah, actually no. I'll toss rifle.
Okay.
I'll aim to trade the lucky find off of Mina instead.
Okay. All right, John Seward. Um, I think he's got to keep trying to supply.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, that's of like very awkward use.
Okay, that's
Seeing
fine.
the appeal of the Oktoberfest start.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's see if I get horse. Let's discard this. So does Mina want to try to jump over him and block a westward route, or
I think that makes some sense without getting too far away.
yeah, maybe she can actually clear what's in Sarajevo.
Yeah. See if she can get there. Yep. All right, Sarajevo, here I come. Very gracious.
I am indeed. Where's the Dracula's?
It's a very important aspect of being a Dark Lord.
Oh, what's about to mature? Did I get mixed up somehow?
I think we may have missed something because
Yeah,
there's no hide that we were thinking might be there in our hypothetical route.
yeah, we messed something up.
Yep.
Um, well, if this is not going to mature, maybe you don't want to search it, especially
We do
not.
have time for it. Yep.
Oh, this should be a trade.
Okay, so I will trade with Van Helsing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I would just
This
trade
is like
my thing on the
super
left for
awkward.
your thing on the right, and then yeah, that's what I would do. I think that's all we need to do.
I will propose.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then trade with Mina,
I will trade with Van Helsing.
and I'll give you this. You take this, and then you can show the thing on the left.
Sure. Right, Mina doesn't need to do anything.
The thing we missed is a lair,
Yep.
and he moved to another lair? Why am I so confused?
Yeah, he's doing a circle.
Yeah, almost a hexagon type thing.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Just think about it. You can just look at half the things are on the board.
Yep.
You know, there's no hide.
So we're still supposing began with Constanta, moved to Bucharest. The start in Constanta might be off. Maybe it's it was one from Bucharest that was the start. So the only other possibility there is Galatz.
Um,
We know it was Sofia and then Sarajevo. And then back to one away from Bucharest, which was the start. So maybe he started in Belgrade?
um, I guess. I don't know why I'm having such trouble figuring out this geometry. Um, Bucharest. So between Bucharest and Sarajevo has to be Belgrade. Sarajevo, Belgrade, Bucharest. So now this is the two in the east, right? Has to be. So he has to be in. Yeah, he has to be in Varna now. And if he's in Varna now, I think we can just let him stay there. Yeah? I think maybe I
Or
just.
hear me out. You could just join me with my three vampires in
I, th-
Varna.
I think maybe I just. Well,
It will just be a 4v1, but a 4v1 in Dracula's favor.
I. Okay, so now that I realize that, I'm of two minds. Um,
Okay.
so knowing that, one, if Sarajevo matures, we would not want to deal with triple vamps in Varna. That would be difficult. So it gives us more
Agreed.
reason to deal with the vamp in Sarajevo. Um, so then the question becomes how to deal with the vamp in Sarajevo. Uh, I'm inclined to just stay where I am for now and maybe just supply.
Okay.
And I think I just supply. And then you can deal with the vamp during the day with Mina. What do you think of
Okay.
that? So I think Seward's.
Seward's finally ready to start
Yep.
moving.
Let's go.
Okay, it doesn't super matter.
Probably Zurich here,
I'll
maybe?
I'll just go to Zurich. That's what I was thinking.
Because we could change plans if he goes to C here.
Hmm.
All right. So just search then?
Uh, yeah, we can do that. Let's search. See what this is. This rumor token.
Okay. I like
Aristocrats.
that. Good search. Good search.
Okay. Seward could take a ticket. Interesting. Hmm. We'll form to a hidden lair.
Now wait here.
Obscure
Do we want to use something now?
because of the
No,
misdirect.
Aruk, it's not a lair. It just says +1 because it's the wolf form.
Oh, well, thank you for your honesty.
Um, okay.
You can tell how little I play this game.
I'm of two. I guess it doesn't. I guess it. Um, no. I think we're okay without any events here.
Okay.
So the question now becomes: did he wolf to Bucharest, to
Mm-hmm.
Salonika, or to Bologna?
Yep.
Um, I think he wolfed to one of the coastal spaces. I think he wants to leave, and he wants to leave in a more efficient way. Um, and if we go there, I mean, if he stays inland in Bucharest, yeah, he'll go to more layers, but he'd have to he could misdirect something. He'd be in a tricky spot if he was in Bucharest because he can't misdirect something on the coast. We can't go back that way. I guess he'd go to Sofia next, um, or be inland when there's a lot of hunters around him. So I think we got to check the two coastal spaces.
Okay.
Which one do we think he's more likely to go to? I feel like the answer is. I think the answer is Salonika. I think that's where he would rather be right now. It's a little bit safer from Seward, and then he could take a
Yeah.
trip to Cag if he wanted to from there. If he was going to Valona, that means he wants to go across the Adriatic and probably land in Italy. And I
Right.
don't know that that's what he wants to do. I mean, it's not a horrible play to go to Bari given where the hunters are positioned, but I think I'm going to move to Salonika.
Okay.
Not there. Um,
Where do you want me to send Seward?
that is a tricky question
Yeah.
because where you send Seward kind of depends on where we want to send Mina.
Right.
I think you want to send Mina to Valona.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if we do it and he's in Valona, what's the best place for Seward to be? Probably in
Yep.
Italy. If
Right.
he is in Bucharest, we'd want to have Seward going east.
Definitely.
Um,
So it's sort of Zagreb, Venice, maybe temporize in Munich. I don't know.
why don't you roll and see what you get?
Okay. Well, I have all the options.
I think I say. I guess I say maybe go to Venice,
Loose.
and then we can check Valona with Mina, see if he's there.
All right, we'll try it. We'll bet on an eager escape to Italy.
Um, all right, let's see what it is.
Ooh, we were completely bamboozled.
Okay, so it is Bucharest, which is unfortunate, but so be it. Uh, you can probably ticket, and then
Yeah,
I can trade with you with Helsing.
Seward is all set on tickets.
How about that?
I like it.
Okay, so he is now in Bucharest.
I
Fine.
mean, it's gonna rest up back to 9. New lair.
So we now know that he is inland. He's
Yep.
in Klausenberg or in Galatz.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I guess the plan's going to be to get closer to him, but everything is a layer or has some kind of risk to it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um,
I mean, based off of what I'm seeing, I am least afraid of Bucharest.
yeah. I'm going to send Godalming to, I think, Belgrade, just to kind of box him in a little.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is also not bad because I can use my lucky find now.
Aha.
Let's do this, I guess. That was a bad punch. Unfortunate.
Well, no HP for the vampire.
Ugh, she's got his finger on the pulse of the combat. Darn.
Good dodge.
Yep. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but I will live with it.
Yep.
So now Zagreb, I would think.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Get him just a little closer.
Actually, and if Mina could get in there, that would be great. Because then we can scan and see if he's in clouds and
Oh, yeah.
flats.
That's right. We could have a party in Zagreb.
Yeah. Um, may as well keep supplying. Useless.
What a shame. All right, Mia. Let's move you to the party in Zagreb.
Okay. So you can trade with yourself there
Yep, I can.
and can make some calls on the distribution of items. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can scan at night.
I think I'll do that.
I don't think I need a trade with him. I think he just needs to pass. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think any of my hunters need a Van Helsing trade. All right, Psychic Scan. Psychic Bond. Not in Austro-Hungary. one after wolf form. Not AH. We believe that wolf form is Bucharest. Is making that a lair. The return to Sophia.
So he was not in Galatz.
Nope.
I don't know why I've been so confused with his movements this entire game.
Well, if it's any consolation, I've also been no help at all.
Um,
Well, we know it wasn't Valona or Salonika, because we checked.
um, okay, so I think now it makes sense to wait, could Bucharest be Hyde? Is that a possibility?
Bucharest got misdirected, and then we had the wolf form. So I don't. Oh, you mean the new Bucharest?
Yeah, is the new
Yeah,
Bucharest
the
under
new
the wolf
Bucharest.
form
Yeah,
Hyde? Is
the
that
new
how it's
Bucharest could be a Hyde, and that could be the explanation for what we're seeing.
okay? I think I should try to horse here. I think I should go to Salonika. I think you should horse to Valona.
Congregate on the coast.
Yeah, I think we do that. I think you try to get
Okay.
them both to Valona.
All right, let's do it. Refresh that deck.
She can try to go to Valona too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I think we CGM into us.
Yeah, I was thinking that's why I was bringing up that we know him not being at the ports was relevant.
And I assume we've already done the trade needed for that.
I have.
All right. So now the question becomes: are we really sure that he hit in Bucharest? That's the only option, right? We didn't screw this up.
Uh, I can't think of anything else. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean.
Is there any way he could have wolfed to like Constanta and then walked to Bucharest or something? Um, just
Walk to Sofia. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to live with the uncertainty, I suppose.
yeah. I guess now we did it. If we wanted to, we could have prevented that from being as big a problem if we went to put one of them in Sarajevo, because we could
Yeah.
have just. But I think now it's too late. We just have to make sure we did it right. And if we didn't do it right, we're screwed. And we'll just have to deal with our failure.
Yep.
Um,
All right. So we've got distributed hosts. So you'll have to tell me what you're thinking here.
I'll probably do. I mean, we got to do Belgrade, Sarajevo, Sofia, Varna, and then force him onto us. And if somehow we missed the Bucharest thing and he can misdirect it and go back, we're in a horrible position. And I guess
Well,
we can
hold on.
always.
Hold on. We could leave Sarajevo open
I need to.
because if he goes there, we'll know because he won't move on to us, and everyone is within a horse move of it, right?
Yeah, if we let him go to Sarajevo, I mean, he could put a fog there.
That's true. Yeah, he gets to place an encounter. That's the downside.
Yeah, we just have to hope we didn't mess something up. And I apologize because I realized this should be super obvious where he went, and there's like I should
I
be
mean,
sure, but
don't worry about it. I'm every inch as bamboozled as you are, and I have just as few excuses.
so we're gonna put it on Sophia.
Rtowin's happy to let us make mistakes. Okay, John Seward. Reveal. All right, and where's next? Varna?
Makes sense to me.
Okay. Why can't I click on game? Oh, I have to select the region first. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, some spaces are just annoying like that. Helsing can do Belgrade.
Okay, and Mina will do Sarajevo.
All right, let's hope we didn't screw it up. If we did, we can wolf to Bucharest, but oh my lord, that would be horrible.
Yeah. All right. Mina can just pass. Nothing else to do.
Not seen a lot of options there.
Nope.
It's worse. Hmm. Um, hmm. Do I want a 3v1 in the morning or a 2v1 in the morning?
You know, 1v1 or a 2v1?
Well, you got Aggie as well.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yes. I'm glad that's the decision and not what to put in the Bucharest you somehow could have gone to by our miscalculations.
Uh, yeah, okay, right. No,
Um, may as well use this now. It'll help Godalming either trade or heal.
Okay.
Okay, works for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now we do speedy telegraph. So I'll
Van Helsing first,
um
or do you want Seward to move in first?
I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do Van Helsing.
Okay.
All right, then move your hunters.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure if a heal um or trade is best in the situation. I'll just it shouldn't matter. Um,
I'll let you decide.
I'll just heal. And naturally we play the planned ambush and the Lucy, and that's it.
yeah, GG, fine.
Well, probably GG's. To make sure we don't mess something up.
Yep.
So we got an ambush on Seward,
So just play
Lucy's.
punches or weapons. Dealer's choice. Okay, makes sense.
Yep. It's not enough though. Yep.
Yep. Um, guess we just keep throwing stuff at him.
Yeah. It's a complete waste of time because the position is hopeless. But I'm going to take a moment to think, just
Yep.
see if there's any way out.
Okay. I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe there's
Let's
a way to score some of that crucial IDS.
no, yeah, that crucial IDS. Um, None of them are mesmerized. Yorgadawa has shown life. So they're doing that, and I have to block one of them if they're doing that. Otherwise, yeah, bloody Aggie. Um, if Lord Godalming is attacking, then I must block his attack. But then there isn't. Maybe there's been a mistake. Maybe we can hope. No.
That's GG.
Oh, GG.
Yeah,
Yep.
GG, well played. Thank you, Lucky
indeed.
Find.
Okay.
Toot. I think that'll tie up the US. I think. There we go.
Yep.
GG, well played all.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. There was obviously nothing I could do in the final round. You had oh no, I could block a knife, right? If I
Yeah, you
mesmerize
could
a
have.
knife, I survive the round. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
Yeah, I
survive
mean,
the singular round of combat to get stabbed next turn, right? Yes.
Right.
yeah, I mean, Lucy meant Godalming couldn't die, um, except to a claw when Godalming was at 2 health or less, um,
Mm,
or something like
yeah.
that.
So claw into Lord Godalming, he lives and still stabs me, and I die. I guess strength into Lord Godalming, and I survive the round. Lord Godalming's on 1 HP, and I can now kill him next turn.
Yeah,
But
I just
the other two
dodge.
just punch and he can dodge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep. Um, any other interesting chatter about like how you handle the layers, or I can tell you that we didn't. I drew renewed vigor for the first time and my last supply with housing when it didn't matter. We had the CG kind of middle. We had a pretty crappy event draw until we drew the CG midway through.
That was Seward's first event.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that when I celebrated, I was like, Seward's first event. I
Oh,
was
that's right.
super happy because it was
I was like,
CG.
that's funny you should say that because I was like, I don't remember it being drawn that early. Then I remembered, oh wait, Seward didn't draw any events. It wasn't that
Yep.
early. That's funny. was gonna say, I remember it
Yeah,
being kind
yeah.
of in the middle of the game.
It was.
Yeah.
Just took a while for Stewart to get an event.
Yeah, it was the stakes were on the left side of the map and the weapons and weapons were on the east side of the map. The heavenly hosts were all in the west. So heavenly hosts and stakes in the
Yep.
west, um, guns and knives in the east, which made for kind of an interesting setup. Unfortunately, while we didn't get good event draws overall, like we didn't draw for War Until Late, we didn't have the RVs. We did have Heroic Leap and Planned Ambush on those two, so they could kind of go around confidently, trying to get a
Hmm.
favorable combat. Um,
But also Aggie, like it makes it so much harder with
Yeah.
Aggie in
oh
play.
yeah,
Aggie makes a huge difference. Yeah.
Um,
Hunter's OP.
like
but
yeah, like
that's
you also drew only two. Like in the first fight of the deck, there was only one play immediately event. Like there was no hired scouts. There was
Right.
one newspaper.
Yep.
But it was the perfect newspaper, and that's
It
all you
was
need.
perfect
Um,
newspaper. Yeah.
and
Which
and
Scott Sword thinks should be nerfed because of the get rid of that play immediately effect. It's too strong.
yeah, I'm inclined to agree. But then whatever. Like Gyro makes a good point of like, fun newspaper gambling is fun. Gambling is fun. It's like, well, yeah,
Hmm.
gambling is fun. Uh, uh, yeah. Well, and
um,
also, I can't believe the Bucharest. Like, I could have put Batset, and I really considered putting Batset. Did either of you watch my game, the last track, the game 2v1 I played? I guess you'd have to watch Fang's perspective in order to see it. So I guess probably
Yeah,
not.
no, I haven't seen because I watched you played another one with I think it was Arvalar that you posted up your
Yes.
perspective of. I started that one, but I didn't remember seeing one from you with your latest Drac
No,
perspective.
no, I haven't been posting the 2v1s to get a bit long. Um,
Yeah.
I think I
uh,
did. If Fangs was not the most immediate week, if it was a few weeks back, I think I did see it. If it was last week, probably not.
uh, it wasn't last week, it was the previous week, yeah. Um,
I don't know how closely I was following it, but
uh, but yeah, I had bats in Bucharest and bats in Sofia,
Ooh.
and it really seemed that like when Aruk was in Klausenberg and deciding
Hmm.
what to do with Mina that turn, it really felt like he might be about to not go to Bucharest and search it. Um, uh, so I really got my hopes up there, and then he
Yeah,
went to
it really
Bucharest
felt that
instead.
way to me too. There was a part in the back of my brain that was like, if this is a hoax, then Rtowin is on the point of ecstasy right now.
I give you
All
full
those
Yeah, yeah,
credit.
Drac
I
events we
thought it was a
drew.
bat. I was ready to say ignore
yeah.
it, so I give you full
If
credit
it, if
for searching it.
if it's a bat and you go onto it, then I win the game, right? Or I mean, if I kill Mina, I win the game. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe not immediately. Like it's still a lot of effort, and it's still like a coin flip because Dracula sucks. Um, but
Well, Mina at that point
likewise,
had an escape route and a heroic leap, so she would have been fine, probably.
no, but she could be battered into double night fight with two vampires and then a double
and
night fight with Dracula. So
and
she dies.
Dracula. Yeah, that it was still potentially deadly. She had tools to help her, but she wasn't guaranteed to survive.
Like heroic leap can do 5 damage to Dracula if she can survive a night fight, the first night fight, which she probably can,
She'd have
but she still
to
dies.
she'd have to escape one vamp fight with the escape
Yep.
route,
Yeah,
escape the second
yeah.
vamp fight by herself just to
Taking a
get
claw,
lucky, and
and
then
also not taking a claw to the face.
oh
Right.
yeah,
If she takes the claw, she goes down to 5 HP, and then the heroic leap kills her.
got it. Or she heroic leaps one of the vamps and then fights Dragon has the same issue. That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, dies to a claw. I mean, if you have great strength, then you survive, I guess.
Nah, we did not
Yeah,
have
Great
which we
strength.
strength
never
and an escape
never
route.
saw it. Yep.
Um,
Oof, yeah, but it was a scary decision, which is why I was teetering on the brink of not doing it, but ultimately I thought, I mean, if your draws were that good, then we just have to gamble on it. I was too afraid of the
yes.
hoax in the final analysis. the one maybe right choice I made.
Absolutely.
Vindicated by events, but not by possibilities.
Yeah. No, you made a lot of good choices throughout the game. That was the one that was probably most critical, but um, yeah, that's good. Um, yeah, once I saw you had made that wolf form, I was thinking, okay, since I knew we had CG, even if you had gone to Bucharest, I thought that wouldn't be too deadly for us.
Hmm,
You'd
hmm.
have to go somewhere, and there's not a lot of places to go without
Did you think we
misdirecting that
had
wolf form.
RV early, by the way?
Um, I didn't really care because Sue was on the opposite side of the board. Like if you spend RV to get a 2v1, I don't care.
Okay.
Um, like I'm not gonna die in a 2v1 but I'm probably not gonna die in a
Hmm.
2v1 after my ambushes.
Hmm.
Um, and if I live and hunters spend strength, then that's good. Um, so I wasn't too worried about an RV play. Um,
Okay, good to
yeah, it can
know.
be concerning, but
Because the way that Snuff was talking and the timing of it, I was thinking, if I was Dracula, I'd be thinking they're deliberating. Because Snuff at one point was like, maybe we should pull the trigger here or something to that effect, and we were waiting on a dawn prompt, and I knew because I hadn't seen an RV. I was fairly confident that Snuff didn't have one that I didn't know about, and therefore he was really deliberating about CG, and it probably sounded a lot to Dracula like it was RV. But if you didn't even care, then it's
yeah,
sort
I
of
mean,
a wasted.
CG is a concern because CG you can have a 2v1 fight in Dawn, right? If it goes badly enough for
Yeah.
Dracula. Um, but RV when I'm on two encounters or two
Mm.
encounters plus, you can play RV into me. That's fine. I on average that's probably good for Dracula if there's only two hunters there.
Mm. Yeah, I can see why you're a fan of the layers.
Yeah, though it got me killed. Just sad.
Yeah.
I
Um,
guess I needed to keep my wolf form, but I couldn't walk to Bucharest. So maybe it was just a mistake in the geometry I chose for my layers. It was an odd choice. But you guys were confused for about 10 years.
We were.
Um,
yeah, which is wild, but that's what it is. So what was the initial loop again? What was the start
so
time?
it started in Belgrade, Bucharest.
Another good Aruk decision. You've called that.
Only after
Uh,
we knew we were wrong about the other
yeah,
one, which I also called.
only after you knew it was the location in between Sarajevo and Bucharest,
Yep,
which
yep.
is less of an insight and more of a reading comprehension question.
Yeah.
But yeah, Belgrade, Bucharest, Black Sea Coast, Sofia, Sarajevo, and then back to Belgrade.
Yeah. I will say the move onto Mina from Dracula really helped go a long way to solidifying the other circle that I was thinking of. That it was a move, out
The
of
Constanza
Constanta.
westwards. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So that was
Um,
well played. And also, I will say the other, like the thing that made it possible was that I was proposing a route, and if I had just gone with it, I would have realized, oh, I'm one movement short, and then Snuff was like, but hide. So the possibility of the hide card was able to throw us off your trail, which I think is pretty cool because that's what you want from that card.
Yeah, most definitely.
yes, it's like it's such an important card that hide. Like
Hmm.
I'm trying to like imagine playing as Dracula without access to the hide card against competent hunters, and they can just like look at your trail and guess everything.
Hmm.
And they never have to doubt did he go here and then hide? Because like currently there's a delay in information, right? Like if Dracula goes to a coast and you think he's running away, and then he moves by land, you don't know if he's really planning to run away to sea, and he's just waiting a turn before he does that, or if he's actually making a break for it. Whereas if there was no hide, like the hide wasn't in the game, then like some information arrives immediately, like Drac moved again. Okay, so he hasn't both these turns been on a port. I guess he could have, dummied us last turn and now be on a port, But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling.
It's
No,
okay.
it's cool.
I do agree that the hide is really pivotal to make this game work.
Yeah. Which is crazy when you think about like the different ways the game changes with the different skill levels too. Because I remember, again, back before we discovered the meta, and it was just, me and my friends trying to figure things out on our own, and we were not smart enough to invent the meta. We couldn't figure out horse economy. We couldn't figure out any of this stuff. But one of the things that we were thinking was like, how is it even possible to play with these power cards? And you watch enough games in the community, you look at just the results from this tournament, and it's like, how does Dracula win at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is it is very very hard. Like I don't know where did I don't think that Hunters played perfectly. I
No.
suspect they probably didn't. Um, I'm not saying you played badly or anything, just not perfectly.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand.
uh, and did I make obvious mistakes? Maybe. Um, did I perhaps not choose the best geometry? Yes, I didn't. And then I got punished by fast newspapers.
Yep.
Yeah, and early CG. So maybe I was toast. But like, yeah, fast newspapers hunted conflict correctly on hoax versus bats, and then CG, and that's GG.
Yeah, I think
Good
those were
game all.
probably the biggest moments.
Yeah.
But in that, I'd say hunters win a coin flip on bats versus hoax, which means there's the chances.
Hmm.
Yeah. I do wonder if you had either left from Black Sea or wolfed to Valona or Salonika and then made a cag stop or something like that, what position would you be in? I
Did
mean, you get the
did did
mature. We probably would have ignored the trail at that point. So I guess
yeah,
I don't know.
the I think the best outcome for me there would be if I wolf formed to Slonica, Lord Godalming jumped onto me. Did he have heroic leap, or was Van Helsing holding heroic leap?
No, I think that would
I
definitely have
think,
been your best bet at that point because Mina had heroic leap at all times.
yeah.
I think by that point, Godalming had already lost his rifle to the spy, right? And so I traded the planned ambush off of
Yeah.
him and given him the lucky find.
Yeah.
So
So he'd already used the lucky find for a second knife. But I'd be fighting like a 7 HP Lord Godalming.
Right.
I think so. Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, if I can weaken him enough, then maybe the position becomes viable.
right. And it would have been a 2v1. We would
Yes.
have had no way to get there. So that would have been. Of course, if you had weakened him, we could move Mina in and choose to use the heroic leap in lieu of taking the night combat. I'm not sure how that would have worked out. Um,
Hmm.
that and then we would have started moving Seward in that direction. Seward, I think, was in Venice at the time, so he'd plan on probably going to Adriatic so that he could go to Valona the next turn if you had stayed on land. I assume you'd go to sea in that position, but
I don't think I do. I don't think I've got enough. I think I need to keep gambling, and this means I just lose into consecrated ground.
that's true.
Um, like if I go like because of what's on the trail, oh no, if I because I haven't gone to Bucharest, I haven't laid the other hoax. Uh, yeah,
So you
I
get a
don't think I can
good
go to sea.
combat, and you end up losing, say, 0 health. You're at 14 health. You get on a 9 from the heroic leap. Eh,
Yeah,
that's the best case
yeah,
scenario. But there's no
and then I
guarantee
go
that
to
that would
Sophia.
happen. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like your horse economy became you never rolled slow apart after Mina rolled slow to collapse.
Right.
Did Seward draw the last
Yeah, by the
Continental?
time by the Yeah, I think Seward, because Seward at one point drew the final, I think it was non-2 ticket. And so I think at that point our Hearse kind of became perfect. I wasn't sure what Van Helsing had because last I knew he was still sitting on a less than ideal ticket, but I started to suspect it was perfect by the time Seward started rolling and everything was coming up twos.
No, because
Yeah,
I think you traded a yellow one ticket to Halsey, so he was fine. So
Okay.
once you drew the last thing, we were good. But I didn't know that, so I was always
yeah,
wondering, okay, I mean, I guess you roll the horse, maybe. I genuinely didn't know that you had drawn it. I kind of deduced it very late in the game, but hopefully my not knowing might have had some effect on Dracula's
yeah,
numbers.
yeah. I kind of presumed there was still, yeah, like your doubt in it made me feel like there was doubt in these horse rolls, and that maybe there was a 7 and 8 chance that these horses were rolling fast, um, and that therefore like Mina might roll slow, when going from Valona, um, and like Mina rolling slow is a big deal.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting because I was unsure because of my memory. Snuff just didn't know. I think by the time I started to suspect that it really was perfect, there was a moment, Snuff, when you're like, "Oh, if you need to ticket, you can." I was like, "I don't need to ticket."
Yeah, that's funny.
yes. Yeah, no, I should have realized that the Seward was passing actions, and therefore the Van Helsing would be done for tickets, Seward would be done for tickets,
Yeah.
and Mina was passing night actions as well.
Hmm.
So it's only Lord Downing, and did I know that he passed night actions? Sure.
Godalming definitely passed night actions.
I guess I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah, he had two yellow ones, so hence my thinking about not
Yeah, potentially just
tossing the
tossing those in
rifle
the pool. Yeah.
early on, but I figured the lucky find decided that for me.
Hmm.
Which is probably good because you seeing Lucy's revenge and planned ambush could very well have influenced your decision making.
Yeah, Lucy's Revenge is actually a strong card. Like, unless it lands on the wrong person, in which case it's just a pain because I don't want to go to the effort to spend 2 night actions to trade it around. If it lands on Logadami or Van Helsing, I suppose, it's great.
Absolutely.
Um,
All right, all. I think we probably hit on all the high points.
I think so.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
gentlemen.
Claim
Thanks for the
claim
game,
the
Yep. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the stream.
and
yeah.
you're
No,
gonna say.
thank you.
Thanks again for accommodating me. All right, I'll cut the stream. Thanks, y'all, and we'll